Aloha. My name is Terry O'Connell. My roots are in a small town in Kailua on the windward side of Oahu. And this is my monthly idea of where to go in Hawaii when you visit our wonderful islands. And during December, of course, it's Christmas, so it's going to be Christmas oriented. And here we go. We're going to start off at downtown Honolulu on King Street, and it's a Honolulu holiday. At December the 6th, they lit a 50-foot high Christmas tree. And all during the month of December, there are going to be events all over downtown Honolulu, so be sure and visit. They have a parade, 60-unit parade, fire department, the refuse department, a great parade. And then lights and everyone attending to you, the visitor, during Christmas season downtown Honolulu. Now, we're going to talk about surfing rather briefly, but surfing started in Polynesia centuries ago, and they migrated to Hawaii and they brought the surfing with them, and it became popular. It became the sport of kings. King Kamehameha was a great surfer, and King Kalakaua, the merry monarch, was a great surfer too. So the surfing even today in Hawaii, every day at Waikiki, the surf just goes on, and some of the surf is so big, so high, I don't know how they do it. Well, this is called the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, and it goes from December the 8th through the 20th at the Vantai Pipeline, which is out Kamehameha, out to North Shore area. Something else doing. Ode to Joy, December the 28th and 30th at the Blaisdell Concert Hall, 777 Ward Avenue. They're going to be doing Wagner and Beethoven's Ninth. I was told you folks are pretty sophisticated, so I'm shanty Irish, but da-da-da-da, right? The Ninth Symphony. There's Art Deco going on at Hawaii at the Honolulu Museum of Art, 900 South Beretania Street, and it's put on by the curator, Teresa Papanikolaos. It took 3 years to put it together. It's Art Deco, how it portrayed Hawaii as a paradise, and it is a paradise. So the Art Deco Hawaii is going on for a long time now, for all the month of December. And if you go to the Museum of Art, they have a nice little restaurant, but there's a painting there that I find so intriguing. It's by Piero di Cosimo, 14th, 15th century fine artist, of course. And he worked on the Sistine Chapel, by the way. But this painting is of a saint, St. John the Evangelist, and it shows a chalice with a snake in it, an asp, A-S-P, an asp in it. And I always figure, what on earth would he, why would he paint something like that? And that reminds me, every time I see this painting, of the movie Cleopatra with Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. At the end, she kills herself because she's distraught, and she puts an asp against her chest, against her bosom. The asp bites her and she dies. I don't know why. When I see the painting, I think of the Elizabeth Taylor and the boot and the asp and everything. So anyway, who cares? Well, that's at the Honolulu Museum of Art, 900 South Beretania Street. If you are into New Year's Eve, downtown Honolulu at the Aloha Tower, they have the cruise ship. It's called the Star of Honolulu, and they have 3 ships going out, I think around 10:30, December 31st, coming back January 1st around 12:45 in the morning. And it's a classy outfit, so it's going to be pricey, but it is worth it. It's beautiful, beautiful. 3 cruises for New Year's Eve. Be sure and take it in. And now we'd like to talk about ranching on the island of Maui, where I would like to go during the Christmas season, during Christmas. And when you talk about ranching in Hawaii, you have to talk about the Parker Ranch, number 1. It's on the Big Island, and they have 27,000 head of cattle, and they brand them and the whole shebang. But it's the Parker Ranch, 160-year-old. It was started by John Parker. I remember Richard Smart when he was the owner, and the manager now is a Dartmouth graduate, Dutch something or other, Kermoy, I believe it is. Anyway, Dutch. Dutch does a great job. Now we're going to talk about Maui and a ranch, and it's the 3,000-foot level, sea level, above sea level, and it's called the Ali'i Lavender Ranch. It's unique and they have 25,000 lavender plants, plus proteas and what have you. But it's worth seeing. Let's go to Hawaii and get out there. Go to Maui. Go to Kula Ranch area, above sea level, and see the ranch, the lavender ranch. And also in that general area, there is a dairy farm, and it's called the Surfing Goat Dairy Farm. Yes, it is a Surfing Boat Dairy Farm, and they show you how they make cheeses that they sell all over the world. It's worth seeing. Get out there and see the real Hawaii. At this dairy farm, they ask for volunteers, and always be careful when they ask for volunteers. And a friend of mine volunteered, and they had him milk a goat, and he was so proud of himself. I thought, what a silly thing to do. But I went to Israel. We went, my wife and I, many years ago, and they asked for volunteers to ride a camel, and I rode a camel, so who am I to go look at your goat? So that is on the island of Maui. And also, they have December the 18th in Lahaina. And this is a picture of Lahaina. This is what it looks like. This is the Pioneer Inn. But near the Pioneer Inn, there's the Baldwin House. And the Baldwin House is on Front Street, and it's on Front Street, downtown Lahaina. And they have a free musical program going on, Kanakapila style. And it's free. The musicians are on the lanai. You folks, the guests, sit on the lawn, and it's just a wonderful feeling. That's at the Baldwin House, downtown Lahaina. Now we're going to go to the Big Island, and December the 21st, there's a Jingle Bell Beach Run from 7:30 until 10 o'clock. And it's put on by Ronnie Henderson and George Power. And it's a fun thing. It was started 5 or 6 years ago. And it's a marathon, and it seems like everyone gets a prize. It's a Christmas thing. It sort of kicks off Christmas on the Big Island. So you might want to take that in. And also on December the 13th, there are 2 Christmas parades in Kailua Kona. And one is the usual community type with Santa Claus. The other, for the first time this year, 2014, they have a Kalikimaka boat parade, so that should be most fascinating. Well, I was told when you do one of these things for you two, people are very, very important, and you don't want to bore them, so keep it short, Terry. So I'm going to say it's all POW, except if you have a couple of minutes, I want to mention a few things that you might save money on. And what I would advise you to do on Oahu is take the bus system, for heaven's sakes. You can go from Waikiki to downtown Honolulu for $2.75. They bought a new fleet of buses. The bus drivers are wonderful. They're almost like tour drivers. You know, they're great people. So take a bus downtown to Honolulu, downtown Honolulu, to Hotel Street. And on Hotel Street, go to Mauna Kea. And Mauna Kea, go to Cindy's Lei Shop. Cindy Lau, I think her last name is. It's been there for a long time. Her Keiki's worked for her now. And get a pikaki lei. A pikaki lei is a tiny little lei. And when you put it on, be careful. It bruises easily. Don't we all? And anyway, put the lei on. And when you go back to your hotel that night, I promise people are going to say, my heavens, what a word. My heavens, where's that aroma? It's coming from you, okay, with your pikaki lei. It's beautiful, tiny little flowers. One other thing, then we're out of here. One other thing is go to St. Andrew's Cathedral, Queen Anne Square. To me, it's one of the finest little cathedrals. It doesn't sound right, but it's a smaller cathedral. And the stained glass windows are beautiful. The sun's streaming in. It's unbelievable. And they have a nice fountain in front. And by the way, I've been a friend of Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob now for 56 years. I'm 89, for heaven's sakes. And they have meetings during the week, so take them in. Well, that's it. On behalf of my wonderful wife, Lorraine, her eyes to me are still 28-year-old, blue eyes sparkling. My daughter, Heather, who I'm very proud of, she's going to college. And my 2 granddaughters, Dominique and Danielle. All of us wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching my little video.